You were always a very an advocate for like earth tones. What is it about earth tones that speaks to you?
I love earth tones, and that's so accurate. I think there's something regal, I think, about earth tones. I think there's something regal in it, and I also think there's something rugged in it. You know what I'm saying? And I think those are two things that those are two words that I like to embrace as far as how I look. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to appear regal. I want to appear rugged. You know what I'm saying? And I think earth tones offer me that. You know what I'm saying? That speaks for me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, jean-wise, I don't have to be anything spectacular. I'm comfortable in a Levi. You know what I'm saying? Like something really basic that speaks to a commonality.
It's a classic as well.
Without question, I think, you know, I would say Levi's is a given. You know what I'm saying? Levi's fashion-wise is a given. You're gonna find it in any scenario. I'm a big fan of like the Japanese designers, and you know, to come to find out, like, you know, like one of the Japanese jeans that are designed are real. Most of them, probably 90% of them, are the result of a meeting that some Japanese a Japanese company had at Levi's. Levi's had a broken press of sort, I guess, you know,
they call mills.
Right, a broken mill, and it was in their lobby, and the Japanese company inquired about it, asked could they purchase it, brought it back to Japan, fixed it, and used it as the premise of the jeans.
Oh my bad, they call looms.
Looms, right, loom, right. No. But you know, like, but for me to hear this story, you know what I'm saying, I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And I love, like I said, I love the Japanese designers. I think they're so sharp, very sharp. Pay attention to Japanese designers. They're very fashion forward. But to find out that the Levi's were the premise of a lot of the jeans that they, you know what I'm saying, made me love Levi's even more. You know what I'm saying? Word up.
Right. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about what you have on. So I noticed you right away when you had this sweater on. You see the back of it?
From Orvis.
Oh, all right. I think they do use Irish, I guess they call knitswomen or knitsmen to compose their sweaters. Yeah. I mean, they're very well made, and these things are like indestructible. They'll last you like
this
a lifetime.
Is definitely generational. You know what I'm saying? Something simple under it, like a long john shirt, basic. You know what I'm saying? Warmth. But I love Orvis as a company. I even rocking the Orvis jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Like a little aviator popping.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? The one the Saint Laurents, and so you can see me better. And you know, like the Orvis jacket.
There goes the earth tones again.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Earth tones for sure. Keeping it really simple in a pair of Levi's. And I think that the Lems boots complements what? Yeah. The sweater and the jacket.
Yeah, and it looked like beef and broccolis as well.
You know what I'm saying? There's something beautiful right there.
Woo! This is like 90s rough and rugged, but still smooth.
Exactly.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what I spoke to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to see me, and you know, like the colors, you know, you're gonna think a little camouflage, beef and broccoli. Perfect. But at the same time, there's a distinguished, you know what I'm saying, sensibility about it. Your jacket is something that, you know, it doesn't matter if this is 20 years ago or 20 years from now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get me in. I'm dressed to a 10.
I love it.
You know,
and you know what I really appreciate about your outfit? It's like this is a truly Dres outfit. Cause you know how like some guys in like, you know, in our age bracket, they're just trying to do too much.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have a perfect. You're staying true to yourself, and it's the simplicity. It says a little bit more, right?
Without question. Anybody my age that has a bunch of holes in their jeans, just a little bit. Just
I like
just,
that.
Just
I
a
like
little.
that. So my next question: can you name a celebrity, maybe even like a rapper that has a style that you appreciate?
Well, I like who my De La brothers have grown to be. You wouldn't look at them and think hippie-ish today. Posdnuos' sneaker collection is to be admired. I like some of the things that 50 might attempt. You know what I'm saying? Because 50 will throw on a suit, you know what I'm saying, or he'll throw on a blazer, and you know what I'm saying, and make some sense out of it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's pretty brash, which is not necessarily my eye, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wants to outdo you with the gaudy at this point. You might see me leaning towards literally an Uncle Murder.
Ooh, okay.
Word up, literally. You know, like, you could tell that he spent some paper for his gear. You know what I'm saying? And I come from that. Might have been a little different selection in maybe colors or what have you, as far as me, like, you know, like maybe the color of a jacket or something to that degree. But you could see, you know, he spent some paper on that. I come from that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, I can respect what it is because I have an eye that can recognize what it is. There's not a lot of cats that are kind of really doing real things fashion-wise, in my opinion, as far as my older self. I respect what a younger cat is doing. I'll look at, like, what the Migos look like, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, what any of the young artists might look like. It's not something that I particularly would wear, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really big on skinny jeans, very blousey shirts, of skirts, or anything of the sort to be fashion forward.
How do you feel about the 90s resurgence coming back in fashion? And before you expound on that, I was just telling Sean, because we're in all day right now, Forest Hill, Queens, right? I was telling him that I do not like it. And simply because, not because I don't like the 90s, but the kids, what they're wearing now is what the geeks were wearing back then. Like a dad hat. Imagine Dres wearing a dad hat, or like those chunky, like, New Balances.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So how do you feel about it?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not far from your train of thought. Like, yeah, I'm appreciative. I think that some diversity exists. Because it seemed for a little while, like, you know, like, if you didn't look like what they were saying was fashion, then you were out of fashion. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't cool to me, because like I said, I'm not a big fan of some of the extra tightness that was existing right now. It's good to see it loosening up a little bit, and so this is diversity I think that hip hop needs. It's good to see it loosening up a bit, so now I don't seem as far-fetched not wearing something skinny. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, like, they're a little geeky with it, you're right, but you know what? There was plenty of geeky cats that existed when we came through, and I think it's just as important as how, if everybody sounds like this hip-hop-wise, we get an opportunity to differentiate ourselves from them. So let them be geeky with their extra wide pants and their big bubble sneakers, because we get to differentiate who we are to that. You know what I'm saying?
Dres spreading the all-inclusivity over there, right?
That's how we gotta do it.
All right.